Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for January 31st through February 6th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it all off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Wheel of Fortune. Something might be shifting here. Something might be turning back around or kind of shifting into a different place here. In the recent past, the Tower, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Man, this is a long-ass waiting game here. But it's like one of those things where someone is kind of waiting for the right time to possibly express how they feel. But kind of blocking themselves in that way too, because it was like, well, this is the right time. No, it's not. This is it. No, it's not. And it feels like the right time may have come in this situation. It almost feels like it's tied up to something nasty popping up. It's one of those things where, you know, one of those casual things where you're in an airplane, it goes down, and you have someone next to you, and it's like, you know what, I never told you this, but I'm in love with you, or something like that. And you say it then, because it's like, okay, this is it, you know? And then the airplane kind of goes back on track, and then you're like, shit. It kind of feels like that. I don't know why it feels like that. In the current situation, the Strength card, the Two of Wands, the Empress, again, waiting, being patient about it, almost. And this is not about the right time anymore. It's about, I don't know what it's about. I don't know what's keeping you waiting here. I don't know what's keeping you waiting. Oh, you missed. Come on. Come on, I gotta help you out when you miss. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got you. There you go. It's a very tough spot to do that, but I got it. Come on. Oh man. So yeah, I'm not sure. I hope we'll see in the clarification part, because there's been a lot of waiting. There's still a lot of waiting. In the immediate future, the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, the Ten of Cups. Now that's happiness right there. Curious to this Queen of Swords. I don't know what this is doing here, because I see you here attached to the Ten of Cups. Queen of Swords. It almost feels like I've decided to be happy. You know, like making a logical decision about happiness. Which can, at times, give you that little budge that you need, that little push, you know? So it could be that. I don't know. Let's see this reading. It's going to be an interesting one. Let me see the Wheel of Fortune. The Strength card, the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot. Yeah, things are changing into a more moving kind of state. And again, there's a whole lot of waiting here. There's been a whole lot of waiting, surrounding especially possibly expressing yourself in a particular situation. And I feel like things are starting to move, at least for you, not necessarily in the direction of this, but in the direction of stability somewhat for you. So it doesn't have to be that in this particular situation, okay, everything's changing, energies are starting to move. Not necessarily. It can be that you are moving somewhere to create stability, you know, kind of like going around this, but this is still here, you know, at the same time. It could be that. Let me see the Tower in the recent past. Four of Swords, Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups. Man, this is like a mountain of expectations that's shown up here. Kind of like sitting by the phone all day and waiting for it to ring, waiting for them to text, waiting, and nothing happened. You know? This waiting could be around that. Around like let me see the Three of Wands, because I don't know, it feels like a little bit torturous, but not only the waiting part, which is okay, you know, it can happen, it happens to all of us, but like how much time do you give to this set of expectations that you have over this, you know? Let's see, the Three of Wands, we get the Knight of Cups, the Five of Cups, the World card. Yeah, you were expecting this return, this kind of energy coming back with open arms and being like, I'm back, you know, let's proceed. But I don't feel like it did, because you are showing me, okay, I'm done waiting here. And then you are showing me here again. This whole situation created a lot of pain for me, so it's done. You know, the whole waiting aspect, and the whole waiting aspect was amplified, the pain of it was amplified because of your own expectations around it. You know, instead of dealing with the reality of, I'm here, they're not, and it is what it is. Doesn't mean, okay, this is done, this is gonna be done, are they gonna show up, I don't know, but it was full of expectations here. Let's do the Knight of Cups, since it showed up like that. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Yeah, you never fully let go of this. I feel like you've released a lot of expectations tied up to this situation here. But there's a part of you that still hangs on to that sense of one day they'll be back in the exact same way that I wanted them to, that I expected them to. I'm dropping this whole sense of let me put my life on hold to just see when they're showing up, if they're showing up. Look at my phone nonstop or whatever. But you're showing up in a more freeing kind of energy, in a more you're not imprisoning yourself with your own expectations anymore. You know, yes, a part of you, this is showing up more like hope rather than expectation, which you're free at it as long as you're doing, because when it shows up like hope, it shows up tied up to love, to happiness. When it shows up tied up to expectation, rough. Let's do the Strength card. In the current situation, the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Six of Swords. Completely walking away from expectations here. There is the desire still. There is the desire. Your heart is still in that place. Your heart is still hanging on to that because your heart still feels something about that. So it's, you know, but definitely not feeding that into the sense of, because I love them, I need to stay here, you know, and wait for them and see when they show up. And are they here yet? No, shit. Okay, I'll pretend I don't care. Let's see. Are they here? When are they coming? You know, you're not doing that anymore. You've fallen almost into a place of acceptance, complete acceptance of how you feel about it, of your desires around it. But you're not imprisoning yourself anymore because of it. You know, so that's quite free, quite good. Let's do the Two of Wands. Still a little bit of waiting here, surrounding something. The Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Justice card. It's, I kind of get the sense that this is more tied up to whatever it is you're involving yourself in the material. So it could be your work, it could be a new job, it could be that you're starting a new process. I feel like you're putting something there in terms of an energy, a very loving one at that. And you're building something, you're creating something, but there's this waiting in the background, kind of like, okay, you know, I'm working on this, but it feels like, you know, You're not even anticipating, you just know that it's gonna grow. It's gonna go beyond this point that you've, you know. Because right now I feel like it's settled, it's in a good place, very grounded, very good. But there's more, you know, and you know that. And that's what you're waiting for here. Let's do the Empress to see where this could lead, basically. Let me see the Empress. The Sun, the High Priestess, the King of Swords. Queen of Swords is coming up for you. Man, this other energy is bringing you so much freaking happiness, it's not even funny. And I feel like the way you're handling this energy right about now seems to be from a place of knowing. It's like, if I would tell you, hey, you know, maybe you should do this around this situation, you would be like, no, that doesn't work. I know exactly what I need to do. You know, so you're kind of showing me this. I don't know if it's going to turn out to be the right choice, the wrong choice. There is no such thing. There's just choice about it, you know. But I feel like you have this inner knowledge when it comes to handling this situation. Intuitively, you're tied up to a whole lot of happiness in this connection with this person, whoever this is to you, which is felt, I feel like, on both sides at this time. But you're showing me on your side, I know exactly how to handle the situation now, you know? Not in control, but knowing. Let's do the Queen of Swords in the immediate future. The Six of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. Oh man. There's a sense of fear. There's a sense of commitment tied up to a sense of fear at the same time. And I feel like this is not necessarily your energy. I feel like it's more tied up to this other energy you're dealing with. So they do want commitment. They're showing up great in commitment. They're showing up as this is perfect. I'm feeling like this is it, you know. However, they do, if they enter commitment, they enter it with this fear attached to them. So they have it right here on their back, like, yay, commitment. And then when they turn their back slightly, you know, this is something they would have to work with. I don't see them open to that quite yet. I don't see them working with that energy quite yet, though. I see them just carrying it, almost being aware of it, but not working with it yet. Let me see the King of Wands. The Two of Swords, the Emperor, the Ace of Swords. And that actually kind of confuses you a lot of times, because I feel like you're in tune with what's going on. Remember that energy of I know what's up? You also know what's up with them on their side. You know, it's one of those things where you can pick it up. You're not necessarily going to push them to do anything. You may want to, but it's something that they would have to figure out and go in there on their own, basically. I feel like there's certain things you may want to bring into this connection. There's certain things you may want to do, but you carry a lot of confusion around those things, which is telling me that maybe you're backing off. Even though you may want to throw yourself in there, at times you're backing off last minute. You do have the confidence, you do have the tools to pursue these actions. However, you also have a lot of confusion about that. And I feel like that confusion, you definitely have clarity, but they have fear. They're bringing in this fear. And it's like, how do I approach this situation, you know, without kind of pushing in that fear? But for them, enough for them to see it also, you know? Man, this is the Ten of Cups in the immediate future. What is that? Oh, I thought it was Kai, but it's a stick. It's not Kai. It's a brownish stick. So Felix is here. Oscar is here, and I'm like, where's baby brother? Anyways, for the 10 of Cups, you get the Fool, the King of Wands, the 10 of Wands. You're in a pretty good place, very balanced, very happy, very good. You got good stuff going on right now. I feel like it's very hard to deal with the situation, for the time being at least. You've definitely come a long way from the expectation part and just sitting in that energy and just waiting and, you know, just the expectation part. And you've balanced yourself out, but you have so much desire and so much happiness and so much openness towards the situation that I feel like it becomes difficult when you kind of bang your head around this issue that they're carrying. You know, it could reflect something back to you as well, but it's mostly for them to deal with. And it kind of sucks when you see, you know, from the outside, like, I know what's up. I know what's up here. But it's for nothing, because if you would tell them, who knows? You know, most of the times people shut down when you point out something within them. As a kind of natural defense mechanism. I don't know why they do it, but they do. And it's hard to navigate around that, I feel like, for you, you know, without them shutting down and then at the same time figuring it out. But again, as a reminder, it's their job to do so, not yours. So working around this, not your job, not your responsibility. Working around what you feel, that's your job, you know? So let's see what the universe has to close it off. Yeah, I know that. King of Cups, Two of Swords, the Emperor. Very aligned with the love for the situation. And as I said, I saw you balancing yourself out and falling into a place of, I would say, complete openness towards this. But in the middle here, it's this whole stressing out. Like, this is standing in the way of you aligning with you, basically. This is right here in the middle. Right here. Just because you're stressing out about an energy that's not even yours. It belongs here. Which I don't feel like it's yours. So, you know, because this is yours. This is your job, as a reminder, not this. Stressing about this. I know, easier said than done, but not impossible. So, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.